Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another TVOS episode. Today is episode 5, and yes, you guys read that title right. 5 episodes in. What's next for TVOS? Today we'll be going over, the future plans for the channel, but we're also going to be following a normal TVOS schedule. So here is the schedule right here. We're going to be going over the Pirate Radio experience, next week's guest for the TVOS episode, and some upsets that happened in the college football world today, on Saturday when I'm recording this, and, the future plans for the channel. So, ladies and gentlemen, tune in, like, and subscribe. This will be a video for the books. So, let's go ahead and hop into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I had the honor to go on to Pirate Radio on September 20th for the ECU versus BYU game. It is a very nice studio. I thank you to Shirley Rose and the whole Pirate Radio team for, letting me be there and, kind of like accepting me in as, a football broadcaster or a football analysis or just sports analysis guy. Thank you guys for everybody there for, being for their hospitality. There are 2 interns there. They really did know ball. And it was just such a great experience. The nice studio, they had the room where Clip Brock and the guest would sit in there. And then they had a whole wall full of buttons and screens that had all their segments and info on it. And then the other wall was just a TV with like 4 college football games going on at once. So, there's a lot of information in that one studio room. Shout out to Clip Brock. Shout out to the entire team for their hospitality once again. Thanks to Clip Brock for, the 2 hats and the food that he provided for me and my dad while we were there. And once again, thank you to Shirley Rhodes for allowing me to come on. I can't wait for the next time. And I'm not sure when that's going to be. I'm hoping maybe for the Memphis versus ECU game, which I'm very stoked for. But yeah, once again, thank you guys Once again, thank you, Pirate Radio, for letting me come on. And, since we're kind of on this ECU topic, I have gotten word that, Caton Hauser is the number 1 passer in the nation for the most passing yards. And also, ECU won against Army, on Thursday. They beat Army. Caton Hauser, number 1 passer in the nation. And that's kind of big. And, since I was there at Pirate Radio, I went with my friend to the game after I went on Pirate Radio. And me and him kind of had predictions for the game. So here is, our predictions for the ECU game right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium for the BYU at ECU game. I'm here with East Carolina fan Justin Hardison, and I'm asking him what his prediction for the score will be. Justin, what do you think the score will be for tonight's game?
18-20.
You said 20-18, and who do you have winning?
ECU.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, Justin picks East Carolina over BYU 20-18 in tonight's game here at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. Myself, I have BYU winning 31-17. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be posted on tomorrow's episode, so I will recheck in with these scores. And, see you guys later. Yeah, so it was kind of obvious who had the closer prediction. I did have BYU winning that game, even though I'm a diehard ECU fan. I kind of knew right from wrong. We played really well that first half until the last play for us in that first half where we threw the pick 6. But, I guess it all worked out because now Caton Hauser has the most passing yards in the nation. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is kind of how that ECU versus BYU weekend went for me. And once again, thank you to the Pirate Radio experience. Let's hop into the next segment. Ladies and gentlemen, next week's guest will be J.H. Rose football player and a lifelong friend of mine, Landon Ingram, will join in on the next episode. Me and him, we've talked for quite a while about wanting to do something like this. Back in around 5th grade, we wanted to make our own sports podcast. We weren't able to do that, and it all started from me and him going win for loss in Madden. So I'm very excited for this to happen. I know you guys will love him as a guest. He knows what he's talking about, and he's a very energetic and funny guy. So yeah, I think you guys are going to love next week's episode. He knows football. I know football. He knows, the entire sports world, and so do I. So I'm very excited for this episode, and you guys should be as well, because it's going to be a great episode. So now let's hop into the next segment, college football upsets. Virginia upsetted number 8 Florida State in a thriller win in second overtime, 38-46, with a lot of turnovers. I mean, the Florida State quarterback threw 2 interceptions. One of them was at the very end of the game, but the Virginia quarterback had 3 interceptions. So a lot of turnovers from those offenses, and great. I guess you can't really say great play from the defenses, because they did also allow a lot of points. The run game for both teams played pretty well, along with the passing game besides those interceptions. And I guess like a hot take I will have, because a lot of college football fans just think once a ranked team loses, they're not going to be ranked. Florida State will still be ranked, okay? And they might be in like the high 20s or low 10s area, like 18, but they will still be ranked, okay? And talking about ranked, let's go into another ranked loss. Number 13 Ole Miss defeats 4 ranked LSU. And I previously mentioned that Ole Miss deserves to be ranked higher, This was like the second week of – this is like the first TVOS rankings I had. I had Ole Miss ranked higher than some teams, but they ended up being like ranked 21 or 22 or whatever. But I think they deserve to be higher ranked, and I think after this win, no matter what, they will be ranked top 5, because just because, there's 2 high-ranked teams playing today in Oregon versus Penn State, and then there's also Georgia playing. But this does not mean that LSU is going to fall low with Ole Miss jumping up in that top 5 area. I think LSU will fall behind Oregon, Penn State loser. I think if Oregon loses, LSU will still be ranked a little bit behind Oregon, maybe 1 or 2 spots. And same thing with Penn State. If Penn State loses, LSU will be behind Penn State by a few slots, I guess. Kind of same thing with Oregon. So they're going to be behind Oregon or Penn State. But if Georgia loses today against Alabama, I think LSU will be ranked ahead of Georgia. So, yeah, that's kind of my hot take for LSU's ranking. I think they're going to be ranked around like that 11, 10, 12 position. So if you're an LSU fan, it's tough luck losing to Ole Miss, an SEC school, if I'm not mistaken. And but you guys won't be ranked that far behind, and you better be happy that you guys lost to 13-ranked Ole Miss. And also, shout out Ole Miss for that big win. And so, yeah, those were 2 big upsets, Virginia being 8 Florida State and 13 Ole Miss beating 4 LSU. And so, yeah, let's jump into this final segment of the video, the plans for the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, the videos will now be filmed live on Facebook Live, and then they will be posted to the channel afterwards. You might ask, okay, well, a few questions. Why are we moving to Facebook? This is because when I'm recording my videos, I jump in and pre-record, and I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live from blank. We are live from blank. But we're not live, I have multiple chances to record this, and that's not what I want, I don't want to be able to correct my mistakes, because what if mid-broadcast I mess up? How am I going to be able to adapt to fix it, So, recording it live is going to help me with that, and it's going to get you guys the video sooner, or I guess the info sooner. So yes, every video will be filmed live on Facebook and then posted after, maybe a day or 2 after. The Facebook will be announced in the next video. I haven't set it up or nothing yet, but I will let you guys know what that Facebook will be. The videos are probably going to be a little bit more spaced out, right? So I'm not going to be able to make a video twice a week. It might be once a week, and it might be, once every 2 weeks, but I will be live on Facebook I will probably give you guys a weekly schedule of that. It's also so that I don't have to edit my videos as well, because that takes a lot of time. Like, I'm recording this on Saturday, September 27th, but it might not be out till the morning of the 28th because it takes a long time to edit and upload. So this is also going to get you guys the videos as soon as I'm talking about it, the info as soon as I find out about it. But the videos might be posted a little later, so you guys better tune in to those lives. But once again, next week's episode will not be live on Facebook. It will be me announcing the Facebook as well with Landon Ingram. So definitely stay, alert for that announcement. And, more into the videos. I will probably be posting more short-form videos onto TikTok as well. TikTok and YouTube Shorts are a great way to gain engagement and interaction, so that will be a key way to success. So I will probably do that as well. So that TikTok might be announced next episode, or the episode after on Facebook Live, and the YouTube Shorts will be posted on this YouTube. And short form videos will probably be posted more than the long form videos. I'll try to post 3 short form videos per video. So if you guys are truly dedicated TVOS fans, be on the lookout for that. I will be posting the same amount of YouTube Shorts as TikTok. So if you're here on YouTube, you're not going to be missing any TikTok content specifically, unless I really go ham on the TikToks. But if you are on TikTok more than YouTube, go follow the TikTok that I'll maybe announce next video or the video after. And you might ask, why will the videos be more spaced out, or why have we had a slowdown of videos? Well, it's because I am enrolled into like a high school college, so it is a lot of pressure having to do this, and also having to focus on schoolwork. So I will be a lot more focused on schoolwork than this, because this is a hobby, but schoolwork, that's mandatory, so I have to get that done as well. But when I have free time like today on a Saturday, videos will be recorded, videos will be posted. So that is a big reason why it has slowed down. I love making these videos, I love editing them, I love posting them, I love hearing feedback on them, but it is truly hard to record them when I have all this schoolwork that I need to get done. So this is not any negative connotation towards anything. This is just giving you guys a heads up. Just if you guys are interested in the videos, that's why it has been a little bit slow. But I am still grinding hard and watching sports. I'm still, trying to get better as a commentator day after day, better as a broadcaster day after day. I am still on that grind, and I am watching sports. And speaking of that, these videos that I will be posting on YouTube Shorts and TikTok as well, maybe some long form content, will be college football and Madden commentation. Commentation or broadcasting or whatever. So I'll play a game, I'll commentate over it. I've seen a guy on TikTok, I don't know his I'm sorry, but maybe that first video I will put his ad in, because a lot of credit goes to him. I've wanted to do this for a while, but seeing him make that video definitely wants me to do that. So shout out to him. But those will be the videos that you guys will be seeing as well, are those videos. So be on the lookout for those. Those will be entertaining, because college football and Madden is such a fun game, because the commentary can be crazy on them. And I'm definitely going to be taking a lot of inspiration from Gus Johnson, because I love the way that he commentates and the energy that he brings on. In these TVOS videos, I don't have a lot of energy, because I'm kind of, drained from all the schoolwork in a way, but also because none of this is happening live once again. So there's no true ambition of just, sitting here and getting all these takes. But these Facebook Live videos, these college football commentary videos, these will be energy-packed, ladies and gentlemen. Live broadcast will be energy-packed. I'm kind of trying to bring that as well right now. But be on the lookout for all of those. I'm hopefully trying to get an opportunity to be like the main commentator over college football or Madden 26 franchise league. So if that is the chance, I thank you to whoever gave me that opportunity. And so ladies and gentlemen, that was today's TVOS video. I thank you guys for tuning in. This is around a 15-minute video, so I'm sorry for it being a little long. And please like and subscribe to help this channel going on. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about the changes to the channel, and what you guys want to see more out of this channel. I'd ask you guys to comment that down below just so I know. And yeah, that's going to be the wraps. That will wrap up the video, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.